And now for a freaky flashing light phenomena update. We're up to 640 unique locations on this map here in the United States, 1,500 plus globally, and counting. I've received over 14 videos just today alone. Video number 1 going to Fort Wayne, Indiana, Olivia, 5/31 of 2025. Notice these flashing lights in her neighborhood. Not only one, but two, and then there's a third one right down there. 3 very obvious flashing lights. I think this was a park or something where she lives in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And example number 2 going to Pea Ridge, Arkansas. Video footage sent in by Stormy Holiday from June 1st of 2025, right in the middle of the geomagnetic storm. She comes up on this building. The front lights of the building were flashing for unknown reasons, rogue and randomly. Video number 3, Watertown, Wisconsin. Video footage sent in by Cindy Lou from 5/29 of 2025. She was at a hotel laying in bed relaxing when all of a sudden, for unknown reasons, the light next to the bed started flashing again for unknown reasons. Nobody touched the light. Example number 4, same phenomena. Video footage sent in by Tony S. from 6/2 of 2025, right in the middle of the geomagnetic storm, out of Anderson, Indiana. Same situation. Light next to the bed starts flashing for unknown reasons. Nobody touched it. It just started flashing. Example number 5, Kimberly, not sure of the location, June 1st of 2025. They pulled over to the side of the road and started filming these lights that were flashing just in this area right here. There could have been more. Moving on to example number 6, video footage sent in by Barb, not sure of the location, the date May 29th of 2025. This is a railroad track crossing across the street from her house. The lights were flashing for unknown reasons. There was not a train coming. You can see the arms there still up in the air, but for some reason the bell was dinging and the lights were flashing. You're going to see a car come up here in just a moment and cross the tracks as they look both directions, and there was no train coming, but for some reason the lights at the railroad crossing were malfunctioning for unknown reasons. She'd never seen it do this before. Something totally new. Moving on to example number 7 out of Pioneer, Tennessee. Brandon and Stephanie, 6/1 of 2025, right in the middle of the geomagnetic storm. They drove up on a series of purple lights. They seem to be showing up in clusters, not just one here and one there. This is another example of a series of purple lights. I think there were 4 right here along this stretch of road that they were driving on that they managed to catch on video. Example number 8 going to Gary, Indiana. JC Cornerstone, 6/2 of 2025. Once again, right in the middle of the geomagnetic storm. This is out in a barn. Look at this, the light on the ceiling, actually 2 lights, but this one on the ceiling. This is above a chicken coop. You can kind of hear the chickens in the background. But for some reason, the lights were flashing for unknown reasons, and you'd never seen it do that. Going to Canton, Ohio, Miss Heather B., 6/5 of 2025. She saw this morning. This light malfunctioning that she sees every day. And it never behaves like this, but for some reason, today, all of the lights were going loco. She'd never seen that before. Example number 10 out of Cabot, Arkansas. Flora, 6/2 of 2025, came up on these malfunctioning lights on the side and the corner of this building. They normally are not doing this, but for some reason, on this night, during the geomagnetic storm, they were malfunctioning as well. Example number 11 out of South Central Louisiana. Crepshon, 6/2 of 2025, also right in the middle of the geomagnetic storm. He too came up on a building with almost the same exact scenario. 2 lights on the right-hand side of the building malfunctioning. And then a little while later, after he saw these lights, oddly enough, the light on his phone, the flash that we all have on our smartphones, started flashing for unknown reasons. And he had never seen it do that before. Truly rogue and random, very, very bizarre.